Yes, welcome back, and it is the home stretch. And of course, I was going to say, guess who we have in the studio, but you saw her photo there.
Maybe we should tell the producers to stop putting the picture.
The cat was let out of the bag.
Yeah.
Because we have her here as a special surprise marking her birthday. We have Taiwo Ajayi Lycett, OON, a Nigerian actress, journalist.
Huh? F. Sonta, Fellow of the Society of Nigerian Theatre Artists.
Okay.
Fellow of the University of the Third Age.
Okay.
I've got gongs.
Carry on, carry on, carry on. Carry on.
I've got great gongs and
happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Well, I will leave you to guess how old she turned last week. But she is a gorgeous old lady.
Yeah.
Young lady.
Yeah. I'm a crone.
Gorgeous young lady.
Thank you.
A brilliant Nigerian actress.
Thank you.
Who represents us well all over the world.
Thank you.
Welcome back from taking Hear Word to Europe and the United States.
Yes.
And I think we will start from Hear Word. Tell us about Hear Word.
Hear Word is about the female condition in Nigeria, in particular, giving voice to Nigerian women, about widowhood rights, about child abuse, early child marriages, all these things that really are bans in our lives. The invisibility of older people, which is where I came in. You know, when people get old, particularly women, they're invisible. We don't see them. We don't hear them. We don't even want to hear from them. They're begging their children to visit them. But above all, old people, people don't think old people have a life, shall I say. So these are incredible things. The fun part of it, and women trafficking, of course. Women trafficking. VVF. You know, really, some of it very dark and some very humorous, but all the time engaging.
How was it received in Europe?
Sensationally is the word I would use, because we've been doing this for a few years now, and they linked it with the Me Too movement in Europe and America.
Okay.
And we were able to tell them that we were years ahead of them. I took particular pleasure in letting them know that my excitement about being in Hear Word and bringing this to Europe is to show a lot of them who don't think that we have ideas in that part of the world, that we're actually dealing with ideas, wrestling with our ideas, and that really we're not waiting for anybody to come and help us. Of course, we welcome help. But we're dealing with our own problems ourselves. We're thinking people. And I think that's surprised them. I think they were expecting a song and dance routine, the usual thing that they think.
The only thing Africans know how to do is to dance and sing.
But this is a play, a collection of monologues.
With a message.
With a message, with really monumental ideas about restructuring of society, about patriarchy, and about the responsibility of women, because women raise the men. So there's no point in us blaming men. The men are doing this to us, men are doing that to us. Women actually raise them, and they are culturized, these men. Men shouldn't cry. Girls must be in the kitchen, that sort of thing.
All those kinds of...
prejudices.
Stereotypes, yeah.
And we really make these things work in society. The men are just looking at us. So people think it's anti-men. Actually, it isn't. It's a dialogue with men. And that, you should know that a woman, you just see a woman, we know that you are external. Men are external, women are internal. A man sees a woman walk past, he's quickened.
And he's looking.
And
no, it's not just looking. Before he looks, he's quickened and being very delicate and subtle about it. So he can't help himself. But that may well be so. That's how he's made. But he has his mind. He can stop himself abusing a woman. And we have to stop sexualizing young children. I see 7-year-olds with high heels, some of them wearing makeup. We've got to stop this nonsense. You know. So these are ideas we're really engaging the audience with. And in Nigeria, if you haven't seen this, you must. We're coming back in March, because March is the International Year of Women. 8th is an international. And I'm very proud to say that the first International Women's Day, I was at that in Mexico. I'm still a journalist. I was a journalist, and I was covering the International Women's Year, first conference in Mexico, and another one in East Berlin before the wall came down in East Berlin, Germany. So I've been an activist virtually all my life. So that's why I'm involved in Hear Word. And you should see it. It will change your life. It will knock your socks off. The boldness.
But I'm not wearing socks.
It's bold and it's full frontal, so to speak. And it's intelligent conversation. And people didn't expect this in Europe. We're receiving 5 encores, 6 encores, people standing ovation. Most of it is in Pidgin.
But they got the picture.
They got the idea. And people were weeping. No, it's really something. I don't want to plug anything.
But you plugged enough.
But no, really, this show is done for Nigeria, in my opinion. What the ministry of whatever it is cannot do, because what we're saying, we're putting it right on the plate and saying,
it's Nigeria.
This is Nigeria. This is who we are. I don't think I know they see people, intellectuals in their universities, but you know, these people come to learn, and we're teaching them things. And the idea that we're actually working out our own problems, thinking around our problems, I think was a surprise to most of them.
But there are those who are concerned that, yes, the creative industry, theater, movies, and all of that, haven't really done this nation well. So the artists, let's use music, for instance, they don't really do the music that they should. They just come up with stock phrases that they put out there just to sell their beats, not necessarily sell the music. So at the end of the day, they paint the wrong picture. That the moment you start making money, you're done. It's all about the money, not about the message.
When you're making money, and those who are trying to make money and not make ideas and not create ideas, they're catering to the lowest common denominator. And that saddens me. I was watching a video last night, and it's about money, suitcases full of money. There's nobody talking about the fact that you create money, actually. You have to create money. Ideas create money. We're not selling that to the young. The young just want to have money. And any which way they want to have money. It's a terrible philosophy.
Because it looks like, how they put it on, when money talks, bullshit goes. Sorry, forgive my friend.
It may talk for Warren Buffett and Bill Gates. And why is money talking for Warren Buffett and Bill Gates? And they're making it by the bucketful. Because
hand over fist.
They are creating, they're giving. They create ideas. Bill Gates changed the world of communication forever. Of course he'll make money. If you have the right ideas, money will be chasing you.
Yeah.
That's the idea I'd like to communicate to our people.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say young. The old are no better.
So in what way can the creatives move beyond now? Yes, Hear Word is going round. It's come back from Europe. It's come back from the US. It's coming back to Nigeria. And it's carrying a very strong message. But what else can be done to ensure that this message of building ideas, we're in the political season. So now the artists, the creatives are endorsing one person or the other. And there are a lot of people who are concerned that we're not really hearing about the ideas, how we're going to, ideas to move the nation forward, to move the economy forward, to move the creative industry forward, even at that.
Yeah, I think we have an entertainment industry, but I'm not so sure. Then, you know, people need to be entertained, so they watch anything. We know now that they watch anything, particularly the visual medium. Anything that's moving, they're glued, because it switches off their thinking facilities. Now, I said we think we have an entertainment industry. We have an entertainment industry that's not even thinking about ideas. We're regurgitating other people's ideas because it's glossy, because they're glossy and everything. Now, I was stunned to know the number of people in the entertainment industry, working entertainment, who hadn't seen Hereward. So how are you going to affect people if people are not really chasing ideas, curious about work?
We will take a moment, we'll go on break.
Yeah.
When we'll come back, we'll not be talking about entertainment industry, we're talking about you. You've just added a year. What next? Don't go away.
Sit down there, you are abused, and
Very
you won't do anything.
gripping.
It is engaging.
Yes, it is. And you just pay attention.
It is a collection of monologues by women in different situations. They just come in front.
And you said that any woman who says she accepts her husband being shared is a liar.
It's a liar.
So nobody likes to share their husband.
But Europeans, they think that we're built to accept sharing our spouses.
Well, that's not true, is it?
Of course it's not. They think
A woman
they're
is a
teaching
woman whether
sociology.
she's red, yellow, blue, or brown.
But you see, they see polygamy, and they think, well, we must accept it. You know, that's their culture. They have trained them to understand and accept that a man is inherently polygamous.
Do we accept it?
Of course you don't accept it. And it is also not true that Europeans are not polygamous. They're serial polygamists.
Where did we learn it from? The kings of England who had a series of wives?
Yes.
And the one who actually left the church because he wanted to take another wife?
Exactly. And chopping was one wife's head off just so you can marry another one. So when they start telling you about how primitive or whatever it is African culture is, it delights me to educate them about their own past. Because all of this is human condition. Ugly.
Now, back to you.
Yes, ma'am.
It was a big day for you last week. Oh, you're tickled.
Yeah, I am.
Yes. Is that going to slow you down any?
Never. I'm energized. I don't know how it works, but each day is a new day. And, well, I'm 78 now. I'm in my 79th year now. And you should tell me that I'm going to my 80s.
Gorgeous.
Thank you.
And you will get to 80.
Praise God. Well, I'm not religious at all, but, you know, praise the universe. Yes. So what you do is live. You must live until you die. It's my
what's living?
mantra.
What's living without giving out, without a message to those around you?
You use the word giving out. Living is service. The real secret of success is serving other people. It's not about you. When you don't make it about you, you get going on with your business. But if you're making it about you, how many wrinkles am I having now? Have I got gray? Have I got gray hair?
All of that doesn't matter.
And, you know, my hips are spreading, and I don't look like a 70
So they should.
Exactly. I earn every gray hair on my head. And I earn all the
broadening hips
that I have got. I got a lot of tail to wag, right? I'm proud of it. So if you're not content and know that really it's not about you, Our life is about service. This is what you're doing here. It's not convenient to everybody is running around or sleeping late or whatever. You get up. We think it's work to earn money. This is what I mean. You give service to get something. What you give to the world is what it gives back to you. Is my facile way of explaining what's happening to me. I don't have an idea what's happening to me, but I like to think that there might be some logical reasons. Genes, the gene, one of them, but above all, the mind is overwhelmingly the reason why you carry on going. Because garbage in, garbage out. What you put into your mind is what is reflected around you, including your health, including your body and everything. If you spend time worrying about something you can't do anything about, worry about your earnings, there's nothing, you're not going to be able to do anything to make your bank account change. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you're in your 79th year.
Yeah.
This is the last day before the next election in this country,
yeah.
and the last show,
yeah.
the next election in this country. If you're going to advise a lot of the younger people, your children out there who will be going to vote, and those who are even contesting, some of them are your children, if you look into that camera, what would you say to them, to Nigerians, indeed to the world, about this nation, the next election, and tomorrow? This camera.
Not that we have much of a choice, actually. Hobson's choice is what we've got. But nevertheless, you must exercise your civic duty and go and vote for the person of your choice. And not because they're going to make you rich, but because you want to work with them to make Nigeria great. There is no way that you think this country is going to grow from free lunches. No, there are no free lunches anywhere. So we have to work to make Nigeria great. It's not our politicians, it is the followership that must work very hard and let the politicians know what we want. Okay? What we want. But if we're making our environment rowdy, dirty, violent, we're communicating the wrong message to the politicians. So go and vote for your conscience. Go and vote for progress in Nigeria. Go and vote for people you know will work on your behalf. That's all I have to say to the youth. Don't follow gangs. Follow your heart. And above all else, don't vote because you're going to give your candidates a list of a shopping list about what you want. What, as Kennedy said, it is what have you got to do for your country, not what your country does for you. That's what is important about this voting.
Taiwo Ajayi Lycett, actress, journalist, television presenter, and cosmetologist. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me yet again.
Thanks for coming. And once again, happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate this. I am honored. I am privileged. Thank you.
That is Sunrise for this Saturday, the week before the election. We'll bring you a fresh one next Saturday while you are all out there voting. My name is Alero Edu, wishing you all the best through this weekend and next week. See you next week.
I'm Neo Taigwe. Bye-bye.